Hi honeys, welcome back to Alchemy Games. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is taking some time to love on themselves this beautiful Sunday. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna get into it and get into this collective reading and just see what's going on the loudest in the energy. Please keep in mind that these are general readings. They are collective energy readings, okay? So please take the parts that resonate and leave the rest for someone else to maybe pick up, okay? I'm feeling good. I can't front. I'm feeling real good. Like I got a good, I'm feeling good, okay? So let's see what this energy is talking about. Okay, my darlings? I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. If I want to do the blackout deck or if I want to go straight into tarot lands. Okay, now let's get some cosmic energy first. Let's get some cosmic energy. See what's going on here. You don't never need a reason to feel good. You know what I'm saying? You never need a reason to feel good. It's a choice. Everything's a choice. You can choose to feel like shit, or you can choose to say, oh, okay, I'm just having a human experience. All I gotta do is change my tune, change my mind, maybe shut my mind off for a couple minutes and see how quickly your perception will change. There's a such thing as being too intelligent for your own damn good, okay? Let's see what's going on. Just take a break from thinking and just exist. You'll be amazed what that does for you. See, we're not put here to be fucking tram donkeys. Okay, my love, let's see what's going on in this energy. We have Saturn, okay, which is Capricorn energy. So that's the structure, that's the discipline, that's hard work, that's obligation, that's maturity. And then we have Libra on the bottom, which is giving me immediately justice energy, but Libra is ruled by Venus. It's an air sign. It's the diplomacy. Okay, a high vibrational Libra anyway. It's that diplomatic energy. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Saturn. Ascendant. Okay, so that's the first house cusp, which talks about your inner, well, this is more of your public persona for the ascendant, how the world sees you, and also how you see the world. But it's definitely more about your public persona, okay? For people's first impressions of you. So somebody could be working very hard on their first impression, okay? Or somebody could be using wisdom when it comes to someone's self-impression. Someone's self-impression, I meant to say first impression. Or somebody could just be seeing someone as very mature, very structured, very disciplined, okay? That is the impression that you give off into the world. We have opposition here, so there could have been somebody saying the opposite, okay? Let's see what this is surrounding. Oh my Lord. What? Okay, so we have first house, which is house of self. Okay, so we have the first house cusp, and we have the first house. We have the sixth house, which is work and health. We have Aries energy, which was upside down. And we got a bonus card, a moon card, okay, which is Cancerian energy. So you could definitely have Aries somewhere in your chart prominently, okay? High vibrational Aries is very assertive, very determined, very ambitious. A low vibrational Aries energy is very aggressive, very selfish, very pushy. It's bad temperament, okay? And that's coming right after, that's following that is the moon card, which is your inner self, okay? Your inner needs, your reactions, your instincts. And you can also be hidden enemies with that ops card that we saw before. Okay, so we have ascendant and we have first house. So you're doing, it could be something as far as what you're doing for work, okay? Or this could just concern your entire well-being, or something that you do on a daily routine, okay? I was gonna say you could be a healer. You could do some kind of healing work for employment, okay? Or it's just some kind of necessary work that you do to take care of yourself. And I do feel like it's giving definitely a good impression on other people. Whereas, and I don't think that there's some ops in the energy that maybe don't like that, but I do feel like you are absolutely giving off a very good impression. Like when people see you, their viewpoint of you is very positive, okay? Their first impression of you is that you're very disciplined, you're very structured, like you're very mature, you're very determined, you're very ambitious, okay? And somebody's having to like take a self-reflection as far as maybe something that they heard about you, or there could be some kind of opposition. Somebody could be saying, you know, oh, don't work with that person is blah blah blah, or you know, this person, you know, this could have something to do with people wanting to change how other people see you, how the outside world sees you, but it appears that you're showing up in the world in a very positive manner. Your public persona is like speaks for itself. You're very disciplined in whatever it is that you do. You show up, you get it done, you do what you got to do, and then you take your ass home. But I mean, I get the sense that you love whatever this is. You love what you do. You love how you feel about it, and it shows. So it's not like something like a put on. It's not like you're putting on a show for anybody. People's first impression of you, like whatever this is that people are viewing you, your outward behavior is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Your inward, you know, that first house, your ego, your personality, your approach to life. It's the same inside and outside. So how you feel about yourself on the inside, it shows on the outside. Very fiery. Quite the fiery, for sure. Very spontaneous, very brave, very curious energy. You know, it's a leader. It's giving me like a leader. You could do some kind of humanitarian work or some kind of volunteer work, okay? But your structure is like very powerful. People's first impression of you is very powerful. Okay, let's clarify. Let's jump right into tarot. What is this that I'm picking up on here? Before I get into tarot, we have benefactor on the bottom, grace and generosity. So somebody may want to work with you in some capacity. Maybe this is something that literally has something to do with work. Maybe you're starting something new, or there's a new project that you're starting at work, or maybe somebody wants to collaborate with you. But I see somebody sees you as very hardworking, very dedicated energy, okay? So let's just get a couple. Just give me 3, Spirit. 6th house. Saturn, Aries. Ooh, a perfect storm on the bottom, okay? The courage to step into life. Yeah, the courage to step into life. The perfect storm. It's like everything is lining up perfectly, okay? Lining up perfectly for you. Repairing the veil, okay? Forgiveness. The dust devil, moving out of stagnation, and the wall, the obstacles. Okay, so this is interesting. So, okay, repairing the veil, forgiveness, I feel like that's more so you forgiving yourself, or someone in this energy is like having to forgive themselves of maybe what they had assumed of you, okay? of who you were, but now that they're seeing it for their, like, repairing the veil, okay, and now that they're seeing it for themselves, it's like, okay, I'm sorry, you know, let me reevaluate my thinking now that I see this person in actual action. I see the dust devil, and honestly, the dust devil moving out of stagnation is like, it looks like a destruction card, but it's like, the dust devil is more so of an energy where it's like, yeah, everything is getting swept away. Everything is getting picked up, but what remains is the things that you actually need. Once the dust settles, what you're left with is the things that actually needed, the things that were bolted inside of you, that was bolted to your existence, because those are the things that you need. So anything else that may be flying around and got lost in the fucking tornado of the madness, those are temporary things that you didn't need anyway. Okay, so sometimes the dust devil has to come in and shake shit up so it can show you you got clutter around you. It's time to clear space. It's time to clear house. It's time to clear your mind. This is this clarity energy that I'm feeling. Like, it's a time to clear your space, clear your mind, okay? Come be at peace with where you are right now, and so that you can figure out more of where you want to go, okay? I feel like for a lot of you, there's a lot of energy where it's like, you can't see where you need to be or where you want to go because you're clouded by a bunch of shit that you presume to be obstacles, okay? You may feel like there's walls, you may feel like there's obstacles, and that's why the dust devil is here to show you, like, listen, in order to move out of this stagnation, we got to get rid of all of this old shit. We got to shake up the room, okay? We got to fucking vacuum into the corners and the crevices, like, throw the whole shit away and start again. And sometimes that is what happens. When the universe wants to move you and shake you and get you out of stagnant energy, everything must fall down, and you have to be okay with that, because you have to trust in the fact that what's left is the things you actually need. It's the things that actually can apply in multiple situations and not just for this one particular situation. Because if you're only surrounded by the things that help you in this one situation, how are you going to progress past that? Get rid of those stuff. It did its job. It served you and its purpose for right now. But now it's like time to release it. Let it go. Give it up. So that we can bring on new things and start adding new things for, you know, new obstacles that may come. And that an obstacle is only what you look at. An obstacle is just a lesson. An obstacle is just an opportunity to learn how to do something new. That's all that it is. If you take it like that. But if you're trying to apply past things to new adventures, of course it's going to feel like an obstacle because you're not prepared and you're not allowing yourself to be prepared, okay? I'm really going on a tangent right now, but I do feel this perfect storm energy, okay? The courage to step into life, the courage to step into life, the courage to walk away from obstacles, to things that no longer serve you, and to just do the right thing and to feel good about it. That reflection of how you feel on the inside will become your outward, okay? Yeah. There's some stagnant energy that needs to, like, move around and to shake up. But I also feel like there's definitely some kind of forgiveness that needs to happen of self first, okay? Forgive it. Okay, it happened. Now you know better. You know, set a new intention and go from there and make sure your intentions are pure and positive and light. You know what I'm saying? And move forward. But yeah, the dust devil is definitely here for somebody. Like, child. This is very interesting. Clarify this dust devil. Moving out of stagnation. Lost compass. Yeah. Getting back to integrity. Hollow bone on the bottom. It's like allowing yourself and giving yourself permission to be teachable. You know what I'm saying? Like allowing yourself to hear it, okay, to feel it, okay, to see it. That's fine. But you only attach to the things that apply in every scenario, and you'll find that it's a very small amount of things. The only thing that really applies to all scenarios is to keep moving forward. That's literally it. Keep moving forward. That's the only rule that really applies to everything that you can do in life. But some lessons that you learn, they're just to get you through that one particular moment in time. But you have to remain teachable. You have to remain teachable. Forgive yourself for any kind of missteps that you may have had and move forward. If you are feeling like you're in this lost compass energy, it's like get back to the integrity of you. Get back to what matters to you, what sings to your soul. Hear the lessons, feel the lessons, absorb the lessons, and let it flow through you so that you can remain open to the next lesson, remain open to the next whisper. Listen, for the next great thing. Lost compass, getting back to integrity. Because I do feel like maybe somebody is feeling like they have hit some kind of a wall, but that's a mind game. That's that Eight of Swords energy. That's a mind game. That's a mental, you limit yourself based on what you believe. And if you believe that it's a big giant wall in front of you, if you believe that there's some big giant obstacle here, then of course that wall gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger the more you think about it. Because you are creating your own reality by saying that. Whereas if you allow everything to just float through you like a hollow bone. I love this card. This is like one of my favorite cards in its entire deck. Okay? It's about being teachable. It's about understanding that, okay, I learned the lesson of what this is. I've applied the lesson for what that is. Release it now and let's start fresh. It's like starting with a clean slate every single time you learn a lesson. But you have to give yourself the permission by forgiving yourself for whatever this was in your past. Otherwise, you're going to keep repeating the same patterns of the past. And you're going to just be stuck in the past forever. And we don't want to do that. That's not what we want to do. Tell me more about this obstacle. Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. I love this deck. I need to start using this deck more. Okay, Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. That's that stagnant energy. You don't hold on to pain. If somebody hurts your feelings, you don't hold on to it. Do you acknowledge it? Yeah. Okay? Sure, you acknowledge it. You acknowledge the emotions. You acknowledge how it made you feel. But you don't hold on to that forever. At some point, you have to forgive it. You have to forgive yourself. Not for that other person, for yourself. So that it doesn't become stagnant energy inside of you. You forgive that person for yourself. Because being unforgiving and being mean and being nasty or holding grudges, that soils your insides. It does. And it takes full years off of your life. So you don't forgive other people for other people. You forgive other people for yourself so that your soul can remain as a hollow bone. So that you don't have any, growing callus and big giant things that's blocking this, restricting the airflow so that nothing can get through. No. You acknowledge the emotion about it. You understand your part in it as to how you was even able to put yourself in this position, or even if you didn't put yourself in this position, what you allowed to happen as to why you even need to transmute this pain. Sometimes it's something, sometimes it's nothing, but there's always something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you stay connected to a connection that no longer serves you for a little bit too long and that person hurt your feelings. Maybe you ate something you know you wasn't supposed to and your stomach hurt. Okay, well, that's the decision that you made. Okay, or maybe it could be the smallest of things to the biggest of things, but acknowledge your part that you played in it, okay, and move on. Transmuting pain, taking things that may not feel so good, this obstacle energy, and saying, okay, yeah, that happened, and moving on and using that energy to now manifest something that you want. Okay? Closing door, completion, it's over. Something is very much over in this energy, and now it's limitless possibilities for you. It's limitless possibilities for you. So you've closed the door, okay? Completion, it's over. And now it's time for a new door to open. This is beautiful. Forgiveness for yourself first. That's where everything begins. You have to forgive yourself first, okay? You have to release judgment of yourself and judgment of others. You have to remember that even things that you feel like things that people are doing to you, it's always a lesson to be learned. Find the lesson in it, acknowledge it, so that when that lesson shows up again at your door, you won't step into the same hole twice. That's the point. to learn the lesson, see the hole, know the hole, and then not step into that hole again. Otherwise, you're just repeating the past over and over and over and over again. So these things, these obstacles that you feel like, you might be in right now, they're teachable moments. These are things that help you and teach you to move forward, that show you that nothing is really an obstacle, that you can literally get past anything if you decide that you can. But if you decide that it's an obstacle, if you decide, well, this got me, I guess this one got me, it's taking me down, I guess I'm done, throw in the towel, then that's a decision that you made. But you have to understand that everything is a decision. Everything is a decision. Even you deciding that this is an obstacle. Because you will never find yourself in a situation that you cannot get out of. There's always a way out. There's always a lesson to be learned. Always. Always. I don't care what you're talking about. There's always an option to get out of whatever this is that you're in. Okay? But if you keep calling it an obstacle, if you keep calling it a burden, if you keep saying that it's hard, then that's all it's ever going to be. You have to turn that into, okay, this is a teachable moment. What is it that I need to learn? Learn the lesson and you move on. That's it. But I definitely feel like, it's a closing of a door, okay? A door is finally closing, okay? You're transmuting pain. You're getting back to your integrity. You're walking in your soul mission. You're figuring out what it is that you want out of life. And that's moving you forward heavily. Getting back to integrity. Closing the door and completing a chapter. And moving forward with grace. Giving yourself grace. Giving yourself compassion. And just moving forward. You allow the dust devil to come through and shake everything up and stir it up and throw it all up in the air, child. Absolutely, for sure. But once the dust settled, what did you have? The things that you actually needed. And that is, I think, what Spirit is trying to get your attention. Like, okay, all of these things that were distracting you are now gone. Now you're just left with the basics. Now you're back to integrity. Now you're back at the basics. Now you can really plug into yourself and see what yourself needs, what your insides need, where you need to heal. And you can recreate something amazingly different. Every time you close the door, every time the dust devil comes in and shakes everything up, it's an opportunity to create a brand new masterpiece from scratch. Even better than the one that you had before. That's life. That's growth. Growing. That's growth. I love this energy. Yeah. Eyes of an eagle rising above the fray. This is your ancestors. You're connecting with your ancestors. Your ancestors are speaking to you, rising above the fray. You have become the watcher. You have forgiven yourself. Okay, you have allowed the dust devil to come in and shake up the place. Okay, and remove those obstacles out of your way. Okay, and now you're seeing things from a new perspective. Okay, because maybe you did feel like this lost compass. Maybe you did feel like you just don't know which way to go. But that was the purpose of the dust devil. That was the purpose of everything being cleared out of your path so you can see more focusedly, so that you can see more clearly what you need to focus on. So that you can begin to transmute all of that energy into something beautiful. And that's going to allow you to close the door on the things that no longer serve you. And rise, like I said, tidy house, hollow bone again. It was time to clean house. It was time to let go of things that no longer serve you so that you can rise above the fray. So that you can rise above the madness. So that you can rise above it. Eyes of the eagle, protection, inherent trust, rising above the fray. The eyes of the eagle offer you the gift of foresight, the skill of looking ahead, to see the unfolding of destiny before it all manifests as reality. The eagle's extraordinary vision allows it to spot the tiny mouse from its lofty perspective as it flies thousands of feet into the atmosphere. In a similar fashion, you can train your keen eye to discern the workings of humans. Eyes of Eagle is an invitation to witness the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful, yet react to nothing. Act only to further your noblest calling. Act only to further your noblest calling. It's accepting everything as it is, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful, and taking no action. Okay? Because even inaction is an action. It's no such thing as doing nothing. Even if you choose to do nothing, that's still an action. You're still setting your intentions to say, I'm not doing it. It's still an action. There's no such thing as doing nothing unless you're dead. There's every single thing that you do, whether you choose to stay home today or whether you choose to not answer the phone or whether you choose to just stay in the bed, and you may feel like you're doing nothing, but that's still a choice. You're still deciding, okay, I'm not going to do nothing. It's a choice. Always trust that you are ready for whatever fortune has been placed before you, even if you feel not yet properly equipped to meet its challenges. Your willingness to say yes to spirit has nothing to do with how well outfitted you are. Hesitating, on the other hand, will suck the air from under your wings and make you lose altitude. You are called now to trust your heart and your instincts, to move fearlessly and not waver. The time is right, and no harm can come your way if your motives are pure and you act courageously. Absolutely. I love this. That's allowing spirit to come in and tidy your house, okay? Clarity and organization. It's a blessing. Because when things are shaken up like this for you, when spirit comes in and they shake the room, child, that's a blessing. Because that helps you get organized. That helps you see clearly above everything else what it is that I need to focus on. Spirit, what is it that you want me to see right now? Okay? What is happening here? And then you might find that that obstacle will become a lot clearer to you. And you'll get that answer like, okay, this is what I need to do. Have you ever just been sitting somewhere and you overthinking what you perceive to be a problem and you just thinking like, what am I going to do? 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 Stop. For one, it's usually in those moments when you stop thinking about it and you have those aha moments like, oh, what I was thinking about earlier, I know what I can do now. It's when your mind is quiet that you have a chance to listen, is when you finally get those answers, okay? So I feel like that's what this is. You need to take a minute to just quiet yourself, go do what you have to do, know what's going on, see what's going on, all of that good stuff, it's great. But do nothing. Don't force it. Don't try to make it fit. Just do nothing. And let the answer come to you. Be a hollow bone. Hear everything. Hear, see, but don't try to force anything. Just let it happen. And in those moments is when the dust settles, when that dust finally gets to settling, okay, is when you find your answers. Like, oh, it's been sitting here in front of me this whole damn time. Now look at that. But you have to actually allow the dust to settle. If you still throwing shit around and the dust is never going to have a chance to settle. But if you quiet yourself and quiet your mind, allow the dust to settle, you'll be amazed the kind of answers that you get. Yeah. If a door has closed, it's because it was not meant for you. It was not going to serve your highest good. Okay? Accept that. Show appreciation for that, because you don't want to go through a door and you know, to anything, a new job, a new place, a new whatever it is, and 5 days into it, you hate the job. 5 days into this new house and your neighbors is throwing shit in your backyard. Like, you want to make sure that whatever it is that you get, you don't want to get it just to get it. You want to get it because it serves your highest good. You want it to serve your highest good. That's the goal of all of this, is to get things to help you grow and to serve your highest good, your highest calling. So that is good for your insides. So that is not just about what it looks like on the outside, but that is good for your insides. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get one more. A perfect storm. storm. The courage to step into life. Somebody needs to hear this. The courage to step into life. That's 44. Okay, so the number 44 could be significant, or you could be 44 as you're listening to this message. Okay, the perfect storm, an invitation to act now. The courage to step into life, sheltering from turbulence. When the perfect storm appears, it cautions you to be ready for an exciting, if turbulent time. The winds are picking up, and you need to make sure that you are close to the eye of the storm, or you will be buffeted by gusts and that may take you far from where you need to be. The key is to remain centered and balanced and bear witness as the forces build in intensity. Notice how the loose stuff is starting to fly around, and recognize how the little of it you truly need. Let go of those thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that clutter your heart and cloud your mind. The storm will be absolutely perfect for you. If you wonder what you might lose during the perfect storm, know that it is things that were most attached. Know that it is those things we are most attached to that are taken first, as if life were trying to unburden us of our righteous self-importance. Let it all go with the wind. The less you resist the change brought by the perfect storm, the happier you will be. Ride the winds to your next destination. Embrace the rain or snow. Remember that every time you try to argue with nature, you lose. The perfect storm can also be a call for you to seize the moment. There might be a great opportunity that you need to take advantage of right now. Here, time is of the essence and may be gone shortly, so do not hesitate. Go ahead, bite off more than you can chew, and take the storm on in all its terrifying greatness. Experience the fullness of life, and you will succeed. Yeah, somebody needs to hear this. Like, I love this, okay? Yeah, this is a wonderful Sunday message. I'm not even gonna front. I'm glad that I started this off like this, okay? Embrace this perfect storm that's happening right now, okay? Learn the lessons that need to be learned. Allow the art of detachment to flow through you. Allow yourself to be this hollow bone, okay? Because this is like teaching you what you need and what you do not need. And you cannot say to the universe, oh, no, I know better than you. No. If it's taken from you, it's because it was not meant for you. Learn the lesson, see the lesson, and detach, my sweet darlings. Yeah, I love this. This was good. Even though I feel like I was just talking with you guys for 30 minutes. But I'm going to post this anyway because I feel like very good. Okay? So, embrace this moment. There's a lot going on in this energy right now. Embrace these moments, though. Allow the cleansing of the space to happen. Learn the art of detachment. It's a beautiful feeling. Oh, it's a beautiful feeling, okay? All right, my loves. I'll be back for another one. I love you guys. Be nice to yourself today. All right, bye.